G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to the M1 Abrams. I finally decided to go and make a video on this thing. It has honestly been a little while since I played top tier, and I decided to give the Abrams a bit of a whirl because I wasn't really feeling anything else. Turns out top tier is actually a lot better now. At the patch drop, top tier was pretty fucking terrible. Everyone was pretty much just being tryhards, camping the back of the map, not playing the objective, not working as a team, and it just lacked the fun factor that previously you could find in battle ratings like 8.3 and 6.7 and 7.7. So, upon giving it a whirl again, I was pleasantly surprised that Tank RB was actually fun again. And the Abrams, the Leopard 2K, the T64B turned out to be pretty fun. I seem to genuinely enjoy playing top tier again for a little bit. And this has got me thinking, with patch 1.81 just around the corner, the addition of the new IFVs, as well as the helicopters, are going to add a whole other dimension to top tier tanks. The M1 IP, the T80, I think it's just going to get better. And you can see from this game in the Abrams, I'm playing my normal playstyle. Not terribly aggressive, but not passive either. So I'm just sort of flanking on the other side of that road, just keeping an eye out for anyone who's heading towards the cap, which will allow my teammates to capture after, and basically be a bit more secure. And as long as they can take out the enemies in between, we're almost guaranteed to win. That's just my playstyle, I suppose. A bit of a support member, rather than a main brunt. Because, quite frankly, I'm sick of being the brunt, and sick of having no one to support me on the side. So, that might actually be a consideration for those of you that do play tanks and do get sick of getting shot from the side because someone has flanked and no one has been there to cover you. The way I can work in the Abrams is, despite having the armor, despite having the mobility, I'm rather putting that firepower to use and the high velocity on the APFSDS, which is perfectly fine, by the way. A lot of people have said maybe the Abrams should get M833. I couldn't disagree more. I think the Abrams is completely fine where it is. It has no issues at the moment with penetration or alternate methods of getting a kill, such as flanking. And it has the tools to do that. So I don't see an issue with its firepower. It's perfectly reasonable. It's got the fastest reload, maybe with the exception of the Type 90, but someone confirm that for me in the comments. Personally, I've been quite excited about the Abrams itself. I thought it might have been a good introduction to the game, like a new good addition, sorry. And it turns out that despite being absolute cancer when it was first released, it's now got some competitors that not put it to shame, but outmatch it just a little bit. Just enough to give the Abrams a bit of a challenge. And for me, personally, who loves to take up challenges, that's more than welcoming. Not only that, but the Abrams seems to have the tools to deal with tanks like the Leopard 2A4. It's not the best tank by any means, but it certainly has soft statistics that make it really good for the battle rating. The fact that the Abrams can survive so many hits, especially to that turret, is incredible. And you will use that to your best ability. I find that with the Abrams, I tend to survive several shots to the turret before I go down, and I have the smoke in the form of all three: smoke canisters, engine smoke, and smoke shells, as well as several machine guns that you can quite effectively use to disable enemy tanks and get around them, disengage, re-engage when you need to, and fire back. There are several occasions that I've managed to do that, especially against T64s, which have a formidable turret. I personally enjoy the way the Abrams plays. It's not quite that go in and brawl and absolutely destroy everyone heavy tank type that some people might think. And whilst you can certainly play it that way, personally, I think it works best as a support. Use it with your teammates, maybe fight in a squad. Use the map to your advantage. It's got good gun depression, it's got good rate of fire. I'd use it to flank, especially with top tier MBTs having such thick armor like the Leopard 2A4 and the Type 90. I wouldn't snipe in it. I wouldn't see it at the back of the map. You can do way better things with the mobility and the firepower. And I wouldn't recommend camping in some obscure location either, although you can do that. The beauty with the Abrams is, it's versatile enough that you can do pretty much whatever you want. And whilst personally I don't recommend flanking, personally I don't recommend brawling in it. I would rather flank. You can still do that. And I think the Abrams is realistically the tank for all tankers. It has enough of everything for people to enjoy. And it is overall a really enjoyable tank. If you're looking to grind a top tier vehicle, I think the Abrams is a good start. It may not be everything that you wanted, but you can certainly figure out what you might want from playing the Abrams. So, for example, if you want a brawl, maybe you can take the T64B. If you want to flank and snipe, you can grind the Leopard 2 next. It's honestly just the beauty of the Leopard, the beauty of the Abrams, my mistake, is in its versatility. You can do whatever you want, and you can take hits. So it's, in my opinion, the best 10.0 to learn 10.0. You can work around all the little details because you can take the hits, you can deal the damage, you have just enough penetration, you have just enough of everything to work. And you can do it in the Abrams because it's just versatile enough for everything. Every other tank at this battle rating seems to be a one-trick pony. T64B for brawling and ambush, Leopard 2A4 for flanking, the Challenger 1 for sitting at the back of the map and sniping. Although I still believe the Challenger 1 is an absolute joke of a tank. But that's not a video for today. As you can see here with my team and with the match, I've just gone and taken out everyone that's giving the team a bit of a hassle. I've worked as a support tank, and you can do that in the Abrams. Again, down to its versatility. And you can see the absolute armada of shots that I've managed to survive. I'm on 2 crew. I've had a damaged engine. I've put out a fire already. And I'm still going. And I still have an absolute monster reload. You almost can't ask for a better tank. The M1 IP is coming in the next patch, but I honestly don't think the Americans need a better tank because they already have such a fantastic tank. I'd still love to see it, and I think it would be really cool and really fun. And the Americans basically need a support for their M1s. But I honestly think the Abrams is the jack of all trades, and it does everything extremely well. If you're looking for a tank to grind out, this is definitely the one. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.